Meanwhile, let's talk about March Madness. Have you been watching? So maybe you should. For the very first time ever, the Ducks men, Ducks women, Beavers men, and Beavers women, all those teams are in the tournament at the same time, and they're all still alive right now after a few upsets. So it's safe to say teams from Oregon are getting a ton of attention right now, as they should, but not just because of how they're playing. Also because of this viral video from Ducks forward Sedona Prince.
I got something to show y'all. So for the NCAA March Madness, the biggest tournament in college basketball for women, this is our weight room. Let me show y'all the men's weight room.
All right, you probably remember us talking about this on Friday or seeing it on your feeds. It was viral. It was everywhere. The men's team in Indianapolis got a full weight room. The women's team in San Antonio got a stack of dumbbells. Well, there was a lot of outrage online, and we heard it from the likes of NBA star Steph Curry, actress Alyssa Milano, Oregon Senator Ron Wyden, and the NCAA apologized, saying they thought there wasn't enough space for a weight room for the women, and they vowed to fix the problem, which it looks like they did.
Guess what, guys? We got a weight room, yeah! We got a ton more dumbbells. Look at that. Look at all these racks for squats and whatever we want to do. We got a bunch of bands. Look at this, guys. And we got some equipment.
All right, was it that hard? They figured it out. Shouldn't have been an issue in the first place. Players shouldn't have to advocate for themselves here, but at least they got a weight room now. Well, Sedona Prince has kind of been documenting a lot of what's been happening behind the scenes of March Madness. We've seen some other people with social media and stuff, but we want to show you another video that she posted showing what the women's team got for dinner.
It looks like we got some kind of meat here, mashed potatoes and vegetables, a salad, a roll, and a fudge brownie.
Okay, well, at least it's food. This is some kind of meat here. That doesn't really scream gourmet. It kind of looked a little bit like airplane food-esque. But it's not like the men are getting gourmet, right, instead, or are they? According to this University of Houston coach, they basically are. This is the spread: potatoes au gratin, lobster mac and cheese, petite filet, bread pudding, cheesecake, and carrot cake. 2 types of cake? Those are 2 of the best. Here's something else that the men got when they arrived in Indianapolis: a so-called swag bag full of March Madness branded gear and clothes. You can see tons of stuff there, right? Now let's take a look at the women's swag bag. First of all, a lot less stuff on the bed there being shown. Second, notice how nothing is actually branded March Madness. Well, apparently there is a specific reason for that. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that the NCAA isn't letting women's basketball use the March Madness branding. Apparently, the association initially said women's teams executives chose not to use it, but the paper discovered that they actually asked to use the branding at least once and were turned down by the NCAA. But wait, there's more. The men's and women's teams are actually getting different kinds of COVID tests. And you guessed it, the kind of the tests that the men are getting are considered to be more accurate. They're called PCR tests and can actually detect the virus's genetic material in your body. The women are getting the antigen test, which instead detects specific proteins from the virus. Medical translation from the FDA: the tests that the women are getting are more likely to miss an active infection or show up as a false positive. Now, the NCAA president says that he doesn't know why the men and women are getting different tests, but he also said that their health experts are saying that there's no real difference in these tests when it comes to mitigating COVID risk. Okay, they got the weight room situation figured out. That was bad enough. The rest of this, give me a break. And I've been getting a lot of emails from people saying, yeah, but the men bring in more money. The NCAA is a non-profit. I don't know. Keep the comments coming. I want to read them.